Pastor Cindy Jacobs, and welcome to Changing Perspectives. This is Tuesday Parenting, or Perspectives on Parenting. And today I want to share something with you that is quite close to my heart. It is a continuation of what we spoke about last week. We spoke about how we as parents are facilitators. And I wanted to continue in that vein more because sometimes we don't know. Sometimes we don't know what it is that we need to do, what we need to look out for, and sometimes it's just based on understanding our children. So today I wanted to take you on a journey. It was quite a few years back that I had to discover this, but it was something that really helped me. Now I have two kids. I've got Caitlin. Caitlin is 13 years old, and I've got Caleb, who is 10 years old. They're 3 years apart, and besides being a boy and a girl, they're extremely different from each other. They like different things. Everything that they do is different. They eat differently. Everything is different. So I wanted to just take you on a journey in terms of what I discovered during my journey of parenting. Now, when Caitlin was born, it was obviously I was getting used to becoming a parent, and I needed to understand this whole parenting thing. And just when I thought that I got this whole thing out in control, or under control, let me say, Caleb came along, and then things changed. I thought that as a parent, that what works for the one works for the other. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a wrong perception. And so many times it is something that we don't want to change as parents. That is where competition comes in, or comparisons come in, where you say, can't you be like your brother, or can't you be like your sister? And that is the worst thing that we can do as parents. By comparing our children, we are actually taking away a little bit away from them. Slowly but surely, they will be affected by our words. So I discovered a couple of years ago, as I was sitting with my children, I needed to go with them through schoolwork, and it was something that was quite easy for me when it came to Caitlin, because Caitlin is a child that is musically inclined. So what I used to do with her is that I would teach Caitlin and make songs out of her homework, and that worked very well. We would do it in the car, we would do it wherever we go. So taking her through her homework was easy. And along came Caleb, and when Caleb had needed to go to school, I tried to enforce the same rules on him, and it didn't work. It didn't work because I needed to understand that I was not parenting one child. I was parenting two children, and they were both different. And I came to the point of where I was so frustrated because I thought to myself, what am I doing wrong as a parent? Why am I not getting to a place and a point where I can be as effective with the one child as I am with the other child? And it started stressing me out a bit because I thought to myself, how am I going to get this child through school? What am I going to do with him? Then I came across something called multiple intelligences. It's where Howard Gardner takes you through the 8 multiple intelligences, and he helps us to understand why children are the way they are, but more specifically, how they learn. And because Caitlin is a rhythmic child, or a musical child, that is how I taught her. But I did not understand that Caleb's way of learning was what you call kinesthetic. It is, he learns through movement. Whenever he moves around, information stays. That is how he learns. And this really put me on a journey where I needed to make myself uncomfortable, where I needed to be the person to say, I am the facilitator. I am the facilitator of their destiny, so I need to make sure that these children learn correctly. I went out and I started applying and putting things into place where Caleb needed to learn his work. I would then go out and I would try my best to make him understand things in a way that he would learn. Now, I know that in schools, it's mostly based on linguistic, it's based on logic, and all of those things. Children aren't all the same, but that is what our mainstream schools look like. That is what they teach the children. And I'm not saying that now we must go out and say, but why can't the schools change? What the point that I'm trying to get across to you today is that we as parents need to understand and identify the way our children learn, because if we don't do that, our children will not excel the way they should. Maybe they'll pass, maybe they'll get a good mark, but they can be so much better when we, as the facilitators of their destiny, begin to understand how our children learn. And this was something that I needed to learn. And I must tell you, two things happened to me. It changed my perspective forever. It also changed my position, because as parents, we are so set in our ways. Children must learn according to our ways. But there was one proverb that really set me free. I think it was a Chinese proverb, and it said something along the lines, don't confine your child according to your learnings, because he is born, or they are born, from a different generation. That really set me free, and it was something that helped me see that my child needed me to zoom into him to make him the best that he could be. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I want to leave you with this thought and say to you that as parents, there is a responsibility on us. There is a duty that we need to fulfill when it comes to the destiny of our children. Watch your children. Be interested in how they learn. It is not always easy. We all live busy lives, but it is up to us to train our children in the way that they should go. It is not up to teachers. It is not up to everybody else out there. It is up to me to make sure that my child becomes a success. And so it is important to zoom into who is your child, where is your child, and where do you need to take your child to. Those are the things that will help you become a parent that is there for your child, no matter what the season is. And so I want to say to you today, let us look at what the areas are where we can be what we need to be for our children. Proverbs speaks about husbands or fathers bring the instructions, and wives or mothers teach. We need to become the teachers of our children once again. And when we do that, we will see major results. It is up to us to decide what our generation will look like. So remember, you are a facilitator of your child's destiny. You need to pay attention to who your child is, how they learn, and how they move forward in life. We cannot expect other people to do that. It is up to you, and it's up to me to make sure that we get them on track. Thank you for listening to the session today. I want to remind you that my book is still available, Changing Perspectives Every Day. It is a daily devotional, and this book in particular focuses on principles and why we need to get those things right. It is a word of encouragement. It is a prayer and a scripture. If you are looking for this book, please contact me on cindy.jacobs@mweb.co.za. God bless, and thank you for listening to the session. Like, subscribe, press the bell button. Don't forget to leave a comment, and I'll see you soon. God bless.